The quarter dollar or 25-cent coin holds a distinctive place in the fabric of American coinage. Introduced in 1796, the denomination has long served as a practical medium of exchange and a platform for artistic and patriotic expression. Over the centuries, its design evolved from classical allegorical representations to modern commemorations of historical figures and state heritage. The 2006 United States quarter dollar, issued under the 50 State Quarters program, marked an important phase in modern American numismatics. The year 2006 represented the 8th installment of the 50 State Quarters program, a 10-year initiative that began in 1999 and concluded in 2008. The U.S. Mint issued 5 different quarter designs each year, honoring the chronological order in which states were admitted to the Union. The quarters released in 2006 were for Nevada, Nebraska, Colorado, North Dakota, and South Dakota. These coins not only celebrated individual state identities, but also served to rekindle public interest in coin collecting, engaging millions of Americans and expanding numismatic awareness across the country. The genesis of the 50 State Quarters program lies in the 1997 legislation titled the United States Commemorative Coin Program Act, signed into law by President Bill Clinton. The law authorized the U.S. Mint to produce quarters bearing unique reverse designs for each of the 50 U.S. states, released in the order of their admission to the Union. By 2006, 35 of the 50 states had already been commemorated. The program was widely successful, becoming one of the most popular coin series in U.S. history. It generated significant revenue for the U.S. Treasury, fostered widespread collecting, and even became a useful educational tool in schools, allowing children to learn about geography, history, and civics through coinage. It also brought creative design to the forefront, as states were invited to submit proposed themes and imagery representative of their culture, values, and landscape. All quarters from the 50 State Quarters program feature a common obverse design. Portrait. The obverse of the coin bears a familiar left-facing bust of George Washington, originally created by sculptor John Flanagan in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. Modifications. For the state quarters, the obverse was slightly modified by William Cousins to allow more space for inscriptions and consistent relief. United States of America arcs along the top. Liberty appears to Washington's left. In God We Trust appears to the right. The denomination, quarter dollar, is located below. The mint mark, P, D, or S, is placed just above the date, indicating the facility where the coin was struck. Each 2006 quarter features a unique reverse celebrating a specific state. Below are the detailed descriptions and meanings behind each coin's imagery. Design. 3 wild Mustangs galloping across a mountainous landscape, encircled by sagebrush, the state flower. Inscriptions. Nevada 1864, the Silver State, E Pluribus Unum, and the year 2006. Symbolism. The Mustangs represent the freedom and rugged spirit of the West. Nevada's nickname, the Silver State, highlights its rich mining heritage. The background includes the Sierra Nevada range, and the inclusion of sagebrush reflects the state's natural environment. Design. A covered wagon crossing the prairie with Chimney Rock, a notable natural rock formation, in the background. Inscriptions. Nebraska 1867, Chimney Rock, E Pluribus Unum, in the year 2006. Symbolism. Chimney Rock served as a landmark for 19th century pioneers traveling westward. The wagon and oxen represent the pioneers on the Oregon Trail, commemorating Nebraska's key role in America's westward expansion. Design. A panoramic depiction of the Rocky Mountains framed by evergreen trees. Inscriptions. Colorado 1876, Colorful Colorado, E Pluribus Unum, and 2006. Symbolism. Colorado's breathtaking mountainous terrain is central to its identity. The Rockies are iconic symbols of exploration, nature, and the rugged American spirit. Colorful Colorado emphasizes the diversity of its natural beauty. Design. 2 American bison grazing on open plains with background in North Dakota's rugged Badlands. Inscriptions. North Dakota 1889, E Pluribus Unum, and the year 2006. Symbolism. The bison evokes images of the Great Plains and Native American heritage. The coin celebrates North Dakota's natural and agricultural legacy, and the Badlands highlight its distinctive topography. Design: the famous Mount Rushmore National Memorial, a ringneck pheasant in flight, and a background of wheat ears. Inscriptions: South Dakota 1889, E Pluribus Unum in the year 2006. Symbolism: Mount Rushmore, located in South Dakota, is an enduring symbol of democracy and leadership. The pheasant, the state bird, signifies wildlife and sport, while the wheat references the state's strong agricultural economy. Composition: clad coins. Business strikes outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a core of pure copper. Silver-proof versions: 90% silver, 10% copper. Weight: 5.67 gram clad, 6.25 gram silver. Diameter: 24.26 millimeters. Edge reeded. Mint marks: P, Philadelphia Mint; D, Denver Mint; S, San Francisco Mint proof only. Each 2006 quarter was produced in large quantities for general circulation at the Philadelphia and Denver Mints. Additionally, proof and silver proof sets were struck at the San Francisco Mint for collectors. These figures reflect the enormous popularity and widespread distribution of the series, though they also contribute to lower individual coin rarity in circulated condition. Though most 2006 quarters remain common in circulation and are worth face value, uncirculated and proof specimens can command modest premiums, especially in high-grade condition, e.g. MS 67 or higher PR, 69/70 DCM. The silver-proof versions, issued in annual sets, carry intrinsic value based on silver content and collector demand. Condition: coins graded MS/PR, 69 or MS/PR, 70 by PGS or NGC fetch higher prices. Mint errors: some error coins, e.g. off-center strikes, double dies, from 2006 have been identified and are sought after by error collectors. Proof versus business strike: proof coins, especially silver, are more valuable due to limited mintage and mirror-like finishes. The 50-state quarters program, exemplified by the 2006 issues, reshaped public engagement with coinage. It brought a dynamic, localized sense of identity to a national currency. People from all walks of life began collecting the quarters, many using fold-out maps or albums to track their progress. The 2006 designs reflect a cross-section of America: natural wonders, frontier heritage, patriotic monuments, and state pride. The educational value of the coins extended to classrooms and homes, reinforcing the historical and cultural fabric of the United States. The 2006 United States $quarter coins are far more than pocket change. They are miniature monuments to America's diversity, history, and values. Each coin released that year encapsulates a narrative unique to its state, yet woven into broader tapestry of the American story. From Nevada's wild Mustangs and silver legacy to South Dakota's monumental tribute to presidents and prairie life. The 2006 quarters. United States water dollar. A 2016 America, the beautiful quarter with a water-themed design, such as the Cumberland Gap, Harper's Ferry, or Fort Moultrie quarters, which may feature rivers or coastlines. Or possibly a misunderstood or misnamed coin, like the 2016 Native American dollar or presidential dollar, often misidentified in circulation or by collectors. Alternatively, a fantasy, commemorative, or novelty issue, not minted by the U.S. Mint for general circulation. For this comprehensive account, I will assume you meant a 2016 $quarter coin minted in Denver, D mint mark, that features water as a key design element, most notably the Harper's Ferry National Historical Park quarter, part of the America, the Beautiful Quarters program. This issue is a strong candidate for your description and aligns well with the water dollar, labeled due to the water imagery associated with Harper's Ferry. In 2016, the U.S. Mint continued its ambitious America, the Beautiful Quarters program, initiated in 2010, which aimed to celebrate national parks and historic sites in each of the 50 states, the District of Columbia, and 5 U.S. territories. The third coin issued in 2016 was dedicated to Harper's Ferry National Historical Park, located in West Virginia. The design, officially referred to as the 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter, features a prominent structure with strong historical connections to John Brown's raid of 1859, and it's set near the confluence of Potomac and Shenandoah rivers, which justifies a water reference. The coin carries a D mint mark, indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint. Design: the standard portrait of George Washington, originally sculpted by John Flanagan in 1932, used in All America, the beautiful quarters. United States of America, liberty, in God we trust. Quarter dollar, the D mint mark, found on the lower right, signifies the Denver Mint. Reverse, back. Designer: Thomas Hipschen, artist. Phoebe Hemphill, sculptor. Design theme: Harper's Ferry National Historical Park, West Virginia. Imagery: depicts John Brown's Fort, the historic firehouse that became a symbol of Brown's raid against slavery. In the background, rolling hills and suggestions of nearby waterways hint at the geographic setting. Water connection: the town of Harper's Ferry is known for its location at the meeting point of the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers, both critical to its history and strategic importance. Inscriptions: Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, 2016. E pluribus unum. The small town of Harper's Ferry has a huge historical legacy. It was a center of industry, transportation, and conflict, especially during the 19th century. The convergence of two rivers in proximity to key railroads and canal routes made it a critical junction during the Civil War and an important setting in the fight against American slavery. Perhaps the most iconic moment in Harper's Ferry history, and what makes this coin so historically rich, is the abolitionist raid led by John Brown. Brown and a group of followers attempted to seize the federal armory at Harper's Ferry, hoping to incite a slave revolt. The raid failed, but it was a major catalyst in the rising tensions that would soon ignite the American Civil War. The building shown on the coin, often called John Brown's Fort, was originally a firehouse and became a lasting symbol of anti-slavery rebellion. It was later moved and preserved as a historical monument, now forming a centerpiece of the Harper's Ferry National Historical Park. The Denver Mint D mint mark is one of 4 active U.S. mint facilities and one of 2 that regularly strikes circulating coinage, the other being Philadelphia. Denver Mint, approximate 434.6 million coins. Philadelphia Mint, approximate 434.8 million coins. San Francisco Mint, proof and collector issues various collector edition. The 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter is common in circulation and carries face value, 25 cents, in circulated condition. However, higher grades and special collector editions have modest premiums. Circulated value, D mint mark. Standard circulated, 25 cents. Uncirculated MS, 65 or higher 50 cents to $1.50. Proof or silver proof, from collector sets $2 to $10 plus. Error coins, double die, off-center, die cracks, etc. varies from $5 to hundreds depending on the type and rarity. Coins like the 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter play a significant role in American cultural education, especially for younger generations. The America the Beautiful series was designed not just as commerce, but as a visual history lesson, featuring natural wonders, historic sites, and notable stories. This quarter has been used in classrooms, coin programs like Coin of the Year and U.S. Mint coin boards, and continues to inspire interest in Civil War history, abolition, and historic preservation. While not an official title, the phrase water dollar could be an informal term used by collectors, hobbyists, or casual observers to describe this quarter because of Harper's Ferry's famous riverside location, the powerful connection between natural water landscapes and the strategic military geography, the rising trend in the collector world to assign thematic nicknames, similar to back quarter for the 2020 National Park of American Samoa coin. Collectors interested in assembling a full set of America the Beautiful quarters should seek. Business strike coins from all 3 mints, Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco. Proof sets clad in silver. Uncirculated mint sets. Error coins and die varieties. The Harper's Ferry quarter is a vital part of any such collection and is notable for its historical resonance, aesthetic appeal, and massive mintage ensuring wide accessibility. The 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter, commonly mistaken or nicknamed as the water dollar, is more than a piece of currency. It's a compact artifact encapsulating a transformative moment in American history. Its portrayal of John Brown's Ford draws the mind back to a time when the nation was on the precipice of civil war, and its riverside geography places it in one of the most dramatically beautiful and historically fraught areas of the eastern United States. While its face value remains a modest 25 cents, its symbolic value, didactic function, and numismatic appeal are far more profound. As the coin continues to circulate through hands across the country, it invites a pause, a question, or even a search for the stories that shaped a nation and the landmarks that preserve its memory.